Hey all, Kurt Sasso here from TGT Media at Motor City Comic Con. Here today with legendary actor John Dugan. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. Motor City Comic Con is a great local convention. It's been around for almost a quarter of a century. What brought you to this convention?
It's what I do. It's what I do for a living. I had never done any of the Comic Cons before. And I heard this was a good show with a huge turnout, so that's all she wrote.
You know, everyone has one or two inspirations that kind of drove them to the path they were on. Who were some inspirations for you?
That made me become an actor? Oh, Lord. I don't know. I remember the first play I did in high school, I went down and auditioned for it because it was a period piece, and the director said if you got in the play, you wouldn't have to get your hair cut for a couple of months. You know, this was 1969 or something like that, 68 or 69. So, boy, she had a slew of guys audition, and I got the lead role. So, my voice, what do you call it, speech and drama teacher at high school was a big influence, I think.
And when it comes to the younger generation coming by and they look to yourself as an inspiration, how can they inspire the generation after them?
God, you ask difficult questions.
Sorry.
I'm not sure I understand that question.
I'm saying, how can this generation coming up then, how can they aspire to be their own inspirations?
It takes work. I think if you want to be an actor, you need to study. You just start out with a simple improv class, study voice and speech, because your voice is your instrument. And be prepared to wait tables, 10 bar, cook, sell shoes, paint houses, haul freight, whatever it takes, because you're going to end up doing a lot of that. I've done all of those things. Just hang in there. There's a lot of rejection involved.
How do you deal with rejection, though? How do you deal with the fact that you may not feel like you're good enough, and how do you keep going on?
It ain't easy. I used to not handle it very well at all. And I probably still don't, but it's one of the toughest. One of the toughest parts about being an actor is you have to have a steel spine when it comes to being able to handle people telling you you're not good enough. Because it's a personal thing. It's not just that your work isn't good enough. It's just you yourself aren't good enough. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you have to really just be prepared. I don't know what to tell you about that. Like I say, I don't handle it very well.
Well, that's okay. But, this is a wonderful convention. Once it closes down, once you head home and kind of relax after a long weekend, what personal experiences are you going to take away from this con?
Well, I don't know. It's early on a Friday, so I don't really know yet. The neat thing is last night in the hotel, I had a couple drinks and chatted and joked with three major comic book artists. And I'd never really met any of them personally before, and I had a great time. They were great guys, very funny, smart. So I think probably learning a little bit more about the comic book thing might be something I'll take home with me.
Well, good stuff. John, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful time and a great convention as well.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you so much.